And how does that affect your writing for singers? Because, I think that speech and the familiarity with the vocal range is
Yes.
something that's sort of inherent to the human condition.
Yes.
Like, we're so used to it.
Yes.
We're used to hearing people sing. And how does, that combined with your experience with libretto and all of that, like, you work in a world of words a lot of the time.
Right.
How does that affect the way you write the music for the singers? And do the individual singers make a big difference for you?
You can be inspired by a great singer. I mean, a lot of the I've been very, very fortunate in the first cast that I've worked with. But I think in many ways, as you said, we all speak. So if I feel like and I'm not a singer, but if I have some sense of how I would be able to sing that in such a way to make it both verbally and musically expressive, I probably have enough to start setting it. To me, the biggest balances that you need to strike if you're working in an acoustic form is that here, you and I are talking right now at a very low level with a microphone right here. If I'm going to try to get that level of conversational intimacy in a 4,000-seat house with an acoustic instrument, I'm going to have to do a fair amount of sleight of ear. I'm going to have to write it bigger, louder, in the case of the sopranos and the tenors, higher than it would be, because there are so many sopranos. It's funny. It's always the sopranos with the sparkling high Ds. Then when you meet them in conversation, they talk like baritones. The speaking voice. Teresa Stratas, who could live on high E, in conversation was like Shaliapin. I mean, this big booming baritone. It was thrilling, And the soprano I worked with, excellent soprano named Emily Pulley, who's on this record. Low notes for days. Also, can go into the stratosphere and live there. Wow. So I don't know why that is. It's extraordinary.